So now we are going to discuss about run script. So first of all, what is the run script? So whenever we are performing the automation, sometimes the tool is not going to fulfill our requirement. So by that time, we'll depend on some external scripts. That means external code apart from the automation anyway. So external code, whatever it may be, that may be the Java code, that may be the .NET code, that may be the Python code, like that, whatever it may be. If you use apart from the automation anyway, that can be called external code. But here, automation anyway will support only two types of external codes, that is VB-script and JavaScript. So .NET and Java, Python, these are things are not going to supported by automation anyway. So if you want to build anything or any requirement with the help of external scripts, the only supported scripts by automation anywhere is VB-script or JavaScript. Today we are going to discuss about how to run those scripts. Okay, so if you want to execute any external script, this run script command is going to help you to execute that external script. So I am taking this run script now. So immediately it will give us the this run script pop-up window. So here in the select script path, sorry, in the select script part, you have to select the browse command. So whenever you select the browse command, directly it will redirect to my scripts folder. So here that means whatever the scripts you are going to use in the this particular automation, it's recommended to place those scripts under my scripts folder. It doesn't mean you can't put anywhere else. If you want to put on your desktop, you can put your script file on the desktop and you can work with that. But the recommended path is this one: documents, automation anywhere files, automation anywhere. Here my docs and my docs are there, right? In the same way, you can find my scripts folder. This is the one. So this is the path you have to put. So after that, here you can create your own folder if you want, and you can put over there. But the recommended path is this one, my scripts. So under my scripts, already I have some sample scripts. So I am selecting this sample scripts. So here I am selecting check file creation date. Okay, I am opening this. Okay, I am saving this now and saving this file. Set to default. Here I am saying run script. Okay. Now, so what I'm doing is with the help of run script command, I am going to execute a external VB script file. So if you see the extension of this particular file, that VBS, that means this is the VB script file. So what this particular file will do means this is the file. So this VB script is going to let us know the file creation date. That means if let me run this one, you will be able to understand clearly. Here it is asking you for the file path. So here you have to give the path of a file. So let me take a path of a file. So I am going to the Shiva folder. Here I am going to do this one. So properties. Let me do like this, otherwise. So I'm selecting this path slash along with the file name followed by extension. What is the extension? TXT is my file extension. So now I'm clicking on OK. This okay. I gave the wrong title. So instead of files test, I gave the tiles test. That's the reason it is saying the given file does not exist. Okay, let me run one more time and show you. So I'm running this now. Now I'm going to give the path. So I'm giving the path and files test.txt. See, this particular file was created on so and so date and so and so time. So like this, you will able to run the external scripts. Okay. So like this, you will able to call the external VB script, and you need to know about these parameters and return value as well. So let me try. Is there anything will support the parameters and return values? So now I am going to select the show arguments. Okay. So here I'm selecting this now show arguments. Or let me uh, okay. Let me change to JavaScript. So here summal is there, right? So I'm selecting this file. So now I'm going to execute the JavaScript file as well with the help of same run script command. Now, so this what this JavaScript is going to do means this is the script is going to let me open that tool again. So this JavaScript is going to sum the given numbers. Okay. That means now I'm going to give some numbers as a parameters. So I'm editing this. Now I'm going to say I'm saying the parameters. 12 is my first parameter. Okay, let me say 1 is my first parameter, 2 is second parameter, 3 is third parameter. So I give like this and return value. So I'm giving F2. I'm assigning this to prompt assignment. So now what it will do means, so it will take these parameters, this particular script, this summal script. I am going to select the summal script. So I change it here. So if you see here in this drop down, you have to change it to JavaScript files, JScript files. Then only you will be able to see the JScript file. So I have only one JavaScript file called Samal. So I am selecting that. So now this JavaScript is going to take these parameters. That means this 1, 2, 3, and it is going to add these three values. So what would be the sum of these three values? So 6 is the sum of these three values. Okay, it will perform the sum operation with the help of these three values, and it will assign the return value. That means the 6 will is the output, right? This is going to assign that output to parameter. So now the sum value is going to assign to this prompt assignment with the help of this return value. So I'm saving this. Now let me put the message box. Doing the F2 prompt assignment, save, run from this step. Why it hasn't performed the sum operation? And let me check one more time. 1, comma 2, comma 3. So earlier I gave the semicolons, right? So this time I replaced those semicolons with commas. Let's check again. See, the separator should be comma, not the semicolon. Now it is giving the 6 as the return value. So like this, run script command will work.